Hello everybody, welcome to Leach Wine TV. I'm your host Mark Fusco, and we are going to do another Tour de France related wine today. On Friday, they were going through the Alsace region of France, and so today, being Monday, we are going to do the 2006 Now Zen Wasabi White from Alsace, and this is not a single varietal wine. It is a blend, and it is a blend. I don't have the ratio because I can't find the exact ratio for this vintage, though I could find the 2007 vintage stuff. But it's Sylvaner, Pinot Blanc, Riesling, and Gewürztraminer, and it should be in that order of percentages or ratio. So let's check it out in honor of Tour de France. Kind of sucked that Lance he's in second, but you know, he's pretty far behind. It's pretty pleasant. Oh, $9.98 at World Market, by the way. Forgot. It's got a nice color to it. You know, it's really golden. I'm getting some floral and some fruit. I would say probably apples on the fruit. Maybe a little orange? Maybe a little orange too. I don't know. Probably shouldn't be getting that, but I am. So let's check it out. So, I know some of it is the name of the label and the stuff I read about it, but man, I really feel like I'm sitting in a Chinese restaurant. And it's probably just because I like to have this in Gewürz or just straight Gewürztraminer when I'm going to my favorite chain Chinese restaurant, P.F. Chang's. So a little plug for you guys, but. They always have consistently good food, and their wine list is usually pretty decent. But a little fun fact, I used to work in a Chinese restaurant. So, yeah, I mean, this really would pair really nicely with, you know, as far as Chinese food, or at least Americanized Chinese food, like a General Tso's chicken or an orange peel chicken, you know, sesame, not the sesame, but like the spicier stuff. I mean, I could even go with orange peel beef. I love that stuff, by the way. And so, let's explain why. I'm getting a little bit of sweetness, but it's not super sweet. It's a little residual sugar. And sweetness really does well with spicy food. So when anyone says, "Hey, I'm having some spicy Chinese or even Middle Eastern food, or even Mexican food," that style of wine or this style of wine will a lot of times pair very well. I don't get much acid. The wine really disappears pretty quickly, so I don't have a lingering flavor, but. I mean, I get pretty much on the palate what I got on the nose. A little bit of floral, a little bit of like apple type stuff. Not much acid. I mean, it disappears pretty quickly. It's pleasant. It's easy drinking. I'd say it's an 84. You know, it doesn't bring a lot to the table as far as complexity. Not for me, it doesn't. But you know, I think it's decent, and I can see really pairing it with some Chinese food. I mean, even just like some pork fried rice or stuff like that. I think it would work really well. Just my experience of what I've had in the past and working at a Chinese restaurant a long time ago. It was really called the Oriental Steakhouse, so it wasn't just Chinese. It had some other stuff, but it was mostly Chinese. And the fact that I've eaten, quote, real Chinese food, because the owners, well, they're straight from mainland China. Actually, in Taiwan. But excellent food, by the way. Ugh. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Let's give it the score 84. Let's kind of go over this real quick. It's imported by a company called Underdog Wine Merchants. So the actual winery isn't really named. This is, you know, there's these companies that are out there, and what they do is they find like small wineries that don't really have their own marketing, at least not in the United States, and then they market these wines under, you know, catchy little names like Now Zen. I mean, this importer has quite a few labels from all over the world. One of my favorites that I really enjoyed when I lived in Chicago was a label called Origin, and you found them at make sure I get the supermarket right. You found them at the Jewel Osco, the Jewel, or Jules as they say in Chicago. Don't know why they put an S on the end of everything, but so Jewel had that. It was one of their like brands that they carried. It was really cool because you had wines from all over the world. But anyway, enough of that. So like I said, it's Sylvaner, Pinot Blanc, Riesling, Gewürztraminer. Those are the varietals that are used. I actually have a little bit more time than that. It is fermented in stainless steel. And they did mention, I was able to find, you know, through going to a bunch of websites, that the local winemaker's name is Benoit Patin. So hopefully, you know, he made this one. But some of the stuff I found was from the 2007. So I couldn't really find much on 2006 itself. All right, so just want to do a quick shout out, some shout outs. Number one, shout out to Tweet Camp SA. So we had a tweet camp here in San Antonio at Trinity University. Oh, I should have used that water bottle, but I had a water bottle from Trinity. Excellent facilities. Had a great time. Met a ton of people. Some of these people I've never met before. Some of them I only know through Twitter. So had a great time. You know, kudos to the organizers, e-podcaster Colleen Pence, and oh, now I can't remember the third person's name. And I follow her. Anyway, Colleen Pence, e-podcaster, they were very instrumental in getting, and a bunch of other people volunteered, so I can't name everybody. So great time. If you ever have a chance to go to one of these tweet camps, or any type of organized thing, pod camp, bar camp, whatever, this was my first, and I plan to go to more. So excellent time. Learned lots of great stuff. Papulis from Friday's pity party on Friday at Sales by 5. That's tomorrow's episode. I haven't even looked at the footage yet. I just know it's going to be a great time. We're going to do some more with them on Friday, and I'll mention that on tomorrow's episode. And then my first contributor donation was from one of my newest and best buds through Twitter, Jordan. And really appreciate the donation. Just so you know, if you haven't really checked out the site, we're kind of going to, I'll do the little pitch man thing for a second. Got all the ads all over the place. Actually, now on both sides. Yeah, I can change things up. So the affiliate ads, you know, if you want to buy wine or whatever, or tea, like I got Adagio tea stuff. You want to buy that stuff, that's cool. But also on the right side, there's subscribe and donation buttons. Jordan was kind enough to give me a donation. He actually had to go do it the hard way because the donation button didn't work. So if any of you guys tried that donation button and you didn't decide to email me about it or Twitter me about it, try it again. It works now. If you don't want to do just $2 a month, that's the subscribe button. But as far as other links, Twitter, so Twitter me up or friend me up on Twitter, friend me up on Facebook. I'm starting almost at 100 fans on the fan page, and I'll figure out how to use that fan page eventually. But once I get, I think, 100 friends, maybe I can rename it. So I'm hoping to be able to do that. Email me, leave comments below if you have any questions, comments. Really appreciate that. Don't forget the sommelier school going on. We started Burgundy. This Thursday we'll do more. I think I've got enough of that. I do recommend the wine. It's $10, so don't expect 84. So don't expect, you know, greatness out of it. But at the same time, it's not bad, and I think it'll really work well with, you know, some of the spicy type food. And thanks for stopping in. We'll see everybody again next time.